Hi. In N-type semiconductor, the number of electrons are lot more than the number of holes. Hence, these type of semiconductors are known as N-type semiconductor. Okay. Now, when the temperature is increased, more and more free electrons will be released by intrinsic silicon atoms. These free electrons will start recombining with holes, and the number of holes will start getting reduced. Hence, free electrons are the majority charge carriers. So you have to remember this one, that in N-type semiconductor, the majority charge carriers are free electrons and holes are minority charge carriers. So the number density of free electron will be much higher than the number density of holes. So when that is the case, and you will apply some electric field, so current due to electrons will be more than the current due to holes, because obviously the number of electrons present are more. So current due to the electrons should be more. Okay. Next is p-type semiconductor. In p-type semiconductor, we will add a trivalent impurity. Okay. So trivalent impurity like a boron is added. So again, this boron will form bonds with the silicon atoms. But boron, since it is trivalent impurity, it has only 3 valence electrons. So the 3 valence electrons will form covalent bond with neighboring atoms. For fourth silicon atom, boron doesn't has an extra electron to share with, hence a hole will be formed here. Okay. So we can tell that a hole has been produced here. Let's say when you are applying some heat, this electron moves out. So this electron becomes free and a hole has been created. Similarly, here also, let's say electron has came out, a hole has been created. Now, when you all apply the electric field, this electron will move here. Okay. So initially, this hole will get filled here. Okay. So we will again tell that hole has moved from here to here. So again, due to application of electric field, this will be the direction of motion of hole, and this will be the direction of motion of electron. So again, the total current will be due to hole current and electron current. So next are the causes of excess number of holes. Now in p-type, excess number of holes will be there. Okay. This will be due to impurity atoms. As when I draw the structure, no, 3 valence electrons of boron formed the bond with silicon atoms, and here a hole was created. So because of the impurity atoms, there is more holes than the number of electrons. Okay. Next, when some heat is provided or thermal agitation is there, so let's say because of that heat, this electron breaks the bond, it comes out, so a hole will be created. Now at this moment, total number of holes will be 2, but the total number of electrons which is free to move will be 1. So again, we can say that there will be large number of holes and very few free electrons will be there. Okay. So in p-type semiconductors, electrons are the minority charge carriers and holes are majority charge carriers. So when you have to remember that p means positive, okay, and holes is also positive, you can say, means in p-type semiconductor, holes will be majority charge carriers. Okay. So that's how you can remember this one. In case of extrinsic semiconductor, minority charge carriers have a tendency to recombine with majority carriers. Thus, the concentration of minority carrier is reduced. Means electrons will again recombine with the holes. Okay.